हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक अगेन। तो आज हमारे साथ है रागनी जी एंड कुछ आराम से बातें करना है। मैं इसलिए नीचे बैठ गया हूँ किताबों के पास, अपना फेवरेट कॉर्नर। और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं कि सैस सेल्स के अलावा जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं इंडस्ट्री में और कैसे काम कर रहे हैं, क्या हो रहा है, पढ़ाई क्या थी। और ये एक्सपर्ट है, बहुत अच्छे से जानती है ये
थैंक यू।
सारी चीज़ें। सो रागनी, थोड़ा अपने बारे में बताओ यार, क्या किया है, कहाँ से पढ़ा है, कहाँ काम कर रही हो, क्या काम कर रही हो।
Okay, so basically I did BTech
हम्म।
and in computer science, and after that I'm working as a software developer engineer.
ओके ओके, दैट्स एमएनसी। सो
Yes.
एनआईटी पटना से किया आपने, राइट?
Mhm.
क्या लाइफ रहता है एनआईटी पटना में, कैसे लोग रहते हैं, क्या माहौल रहता है? हमने आईआईएम्स आईटी के बारे में बहुत जाना है, एनआईटी का क्या हाल है?
Yeah. So I would say, या IIM हो या IIT हो या NIT हो या नॉर्मल कॉलेज हो, लाइफ इज क्वाइट सेम।
ओके।
सब में चिल रहता है, सब बोलते हैं पढ़ाई नहीं होती है, सबकी कॉमन इश्यूज रहते हैं, बट एंड chilling, hanging out with friends, cultural events, all are quite same. So can't specific to NIT.
ओके। सो जो आप सीएस करके आपने कोडिंग करना स्टार्ट किया है, सो एक इंसान को जब वो एनआईटी कर रहा है, एनआईटी में पढ़ रहा है, ठीक है, तो पहले से ये डिसाइडेड रहता है कि मुझे इस सेक्टर में जाना है, कोडिंग करना है, या ऑपरेशंस में जाना है, या सिविल इंजीनियर बनना है, ये क्या पहले से सेट रहता है, या प्लेसमेंट के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है, या कभी कभी मे बी ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कोई जॉब नहीं मिल रहा है, उसकी वजह से भी डिफर हो सकता है? क्या क्या रहा था वो समय?
राइट। सो बेसिकली जब हम कॉलेज में एडमिशन लेते हैं तो वो माइंड सेट के साथ जाते हैं। कंप्यूटर साइंस में ले रहे हैं तो डेवलपर बनना है, सिविल में जा रहे हैं तो सिविल इंजीनियर बनना है, उसी जॉब में जाना है, उसी सेक्टर में जाना है। इलेक्ट्रिकल से कर रहे हैं तो उसी फील्ड में जाना है, मैकेनिकल से लाइक द सेम। बट जब आप फोर्थ ईयर में आते हो एंड लोगों का प्लेसमेंट होते हुए देखते हो, देन यू फील लाइक कहीं भी चले जाओ बस प्लेसमेंट हो जाए, ठीक है। सो एक्चुअली दिस इज द फन पार्ट एंड so basically so all the decisions which were 4 years back अचानक से चेंज हो जाते हैं जब प्लेसमेंट साइकिल स्टार्ट होती है। सो बेसिकली जब हम फर्स्ट ईयर में एडमिशन लेते हैं, सो वो जिस ब्रांच में लेते हैं हमारा वही गोल होता है कि इसी में जॉब लेनी है। लाइक इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग एडमिशन इन कंप्यूटर साइंस, यू वांट टू बी अ डेवलपर। यू आर टेकिंग एडमिशन इन इलेक्ट्रिकल्स, यू वांट टू बी अ इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियर, लाइकवाइज। बट इन फोर्थ ईयर कंप्यूटर साइंस वालों का तो यही गोल होता है कि स्टिल दे वांट टू बी डेवलपर बिकॉज प्लेसमेंट्स आर क्वाइट इजी। बट अदर फील्ड्स लाइक कि वो प्रेशर में आ जाते हैं, दे फील लाइक बस लग जाए, कहीं पे भी लग जाए। सो एंड इफ़ यू टॉक अबाउट कि कंप्यूटर डेवलपर होने के लिए क्या चाहिए एंड what are the skills are required, so I would say that is like when you want to job, so that is basically depends on your skills in DS and Algo, and some of the main subjects which are also required to get a good job, that is DBMS, operating systems. So these are quite generic subjects where you also need to have knowledge. So I won't say that if you are in CS, then only you can get job in this field. You can be from any branch if you have knowledge of these subjects and you have knowledge of DSL, you can easily get job in this field. And usually colleges allow any branch student to get appear in the placement cycle of computers developer jobs.
ओके। सो डेवलपमेंट में जब आप एक बार आ जाते हो, किसी जॉब में चले जाते हो, ज्वाइन कर लेते हो, सो देन उसके बाद क्या रहता है? क्योंकि मैंने बहुतों को देखा है कि वो जॉब तो ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं बट दे आर नॉट सो हैप्पी विद देयर जॉब। दे आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड कि दिन भर हम बग सॉल्व कर रहे हैं, दे आर फ्रस्ट्रेटेड लाइक कि बॉस ऐसा बोल रहा है, वैसा बोल रहा है, राइट? There are people who are doing coding in night, right? There are people who are sitting on laptops from 4 o'clock in morning, right? So उस समय क्या हो रहा होता है? लाइक इफ एनीवन वांटेड टू स्टार्ट अ जॉब, जो इस साल जॉब स्टार्ट करने वाले हैं, उनके लिए क्या सजेशन रहेगा कि जॉब में कैसे बिहेव करना है, क्या देखना है, क्या सोचना है, कैसे माइंडसेट रखना है?
राइट। सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट अ जॉब, आपका बेसिक गोल ये होना चाहिए, बेसिक एंड मेन गोल ये होना चाहिए कि try to build up your skills as much as it's possible. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जस्ट डोंट गो विद अ माइंडसेट कि आप रिलैक्स करोगे. नाउ यू गॉट द जॉब, नाउ ऑल द टाइम यू विल बी चिलिंग आउट, यू विल बी गेटिंग salary credited at the each month, end of the month, and you will be spending whole the month and chilling out. No. First, I would say work hard in the starting years of your job, because at that time you are bachelor, you got a lot of time, you have a very good opportunity to build your skills, to get strong into it, because meanwhile there will be time that you will be added up with more responsibility and family side also and other front also. So of course you have to cut down your time from job to other responsibilities. So I would say when you start a job, this is the best time to build up your skills, get strong into it, and yeah, that's the key. And as you asked that people complain that they are getting a lot of work, boss is not behaving good, and they are not liking their job. So I would say there can be the multiple reason for such complaints, but one of the main reason, I said, you people go with the mindset that they got the job, now all the time they will be chilling, they will be relaxing, but that's not the true. You are getting salary for doing the work, not for chilling out.
Right.
So of course there is a key, says work life balance. You can achieve that as much as possible, and I would say this is in your hand. Even if you are in a startup, it is in your hands. So this is something you achieve. It's not given to you, you achieve it.
Right.
So, and all other things you can fix it. I won't say they are the this is something which makes you quit. No, that's not true. You can work on it and you can fix it.
When you mentioned that we can have a lot work-life balance, you can being in a startup, right? So what you suggest anyone who is going to start the career? Startup is good, or Indian companies are good, or MNCs are good. Although you are working in MNC, what do you suggest? Like startup सही है build करने के लिए skills नए early years में, या MNC में जाओ जहाँ पे आपको processes मिलेंगे, मे भी ज़्यादा skill ना हो but आपको corporate life का ज्ञान आ जाएगा. क्या suggest करेंगे आप?
Okay, so I want to be saying that this company type you should choose. I would say if you are getting ample opportunities in term of work, in term of learning the behavioral values, in term of cultural values, your bondings with the team is good. We can't say that if in a company you are getting like good quality of work but other things are bad, you should continue with it, because in long term it's going to be help you out. I won't say it's not going to work out. You will sometime you will feel like burnout, and you will feel that ye jo industry, I can't work here more. You will be filled up with negative thoughts, and you will feel like quit. Okay, so this is something not going to work out. So I would say choose a company और spend the time like figuring out कि क्या मुझे ये सारी चीज़ें मिल रही हैं. किसी में कम ज़्यादा हो सकता है, but if it's manageable, then yeah, this is the company you should work it out. And ये तो सब कोई लगा ही लेता है अंदाजा कि this is good for me or not. So it can be startup, it can be MNC, or this can be any company which you need to figure it out.
किस language में code करते हो आप?
Okay, so actually I started with C++ in college. Now, so since my current work usually focused on Java and other languages, but Java is the primary one, so I switched to Java.
क्या ट्रेंडिंग में, कौन सा लैंग्वेज ट्रेंडिंग में? किसी को अगर अभी स्टार्ट करना है, जिसको लैंग्वेज सीखना है, उसे क्या सीखना चाहिए?
I won't say that ऐसे कोई कंस्ट्रेंट होते हैं कि ये लैंग्वेज ट्रेंडिंग है, you should be doing coding in this language only. This is something up to you. What you have so basically जब हम कॉलेज में होते हैं, usually we start with the language जो कि हमें कोर्स में पढ़ाई जाती है. So in my case I learned C and then C++. So I started coding in C++ only. And after that I switched to Java because वो मेरा hands on experience उस पर ज़्यादा current था. But इट्स अप टू यू. अगर आपको पाइथन अच्छी लगती है, आपने सीखी है, एंड यू फील लाइक इसमें कर लो. जावा अच्छी है, आप इसमें कर लो. सो दिस इज़ समथिंग अप टू यू, बट जो मैं यूजुअली देखती हूँ ट्रेंड में जो लोग कर रहे हैं कोडिंग, वो यूजुअली जावा में करते हैं या पाइथन में मोस्टली लोग करते हैं. सो दिस इज़ क्वाइट समथिंग नॉट रिकमेंडेड बट आई सी इन ट्रेंड.
सो वाइल बीइंग कोडिंग, लाइक जब आप कोड कर रहे होते हो, मन में आता है कि इस जो मैं बना रही हूँ उसको बेचने वाला भी कोई है, कैसे बेचते होंगे ये?
Right, now you are trying to connect with your job. Right.
I'm from SaaS, so I will connect to anyhow.
Yeah, correct.
So what's your thought? Like anyone should learn SaaS selling, like while you are building, right? We all think कि नहीं यार sales अच्छा नहीं है या something like that. But when you are building, the end goal is to sell these things, right?
Correct.
They sell the solution. So what your thought on that? Should any developer, should every developer learn how to sell, or should every developer must have idea that कैसे बेचा जाता है, वो process पता होना चाहिए? क्या लगता है, होना चाहिए नहीं होना चाहिए?
Right. So basically, whenever we develop a solution, it is recommended that first, before even developing your solution, try to think how it is going to impact your customer. If you will develop it, what the customer will use, how will be his experience with it. ये सारी चीज़ें दिमाग में रख के ही हमें डेवलप करना पड़ता है, so that we can relate
Correct.
how it's going to impact the customer. Okay, so of course we know कि someone is there who is going to sell all of our effort to someone,
Right.
and he's doing a very good job, because अगर वो अच्छे से काम करेगा then only all our effort worth doing.
Right. कितने घंटे कोड करते हो आप एक
Okay,
दिन में?
right. So coding is competitive coding or the office coding thing?
Anything. If you working on your side hustle or something your personal, that you can also share. कितने घंटे?
Okay, so I'll be talking about the like professional this office coding thing. So we can't say in some like hours or numbers, but usually I also read a article where it is written that a developer like 20% time does the coding, and remaining time he is doing like designing, talking like cross team, doing cross team collaboration, and like involve in other things, developer things. So 20% of his time he's doing coding, and remaining of time he's just like doing the designing, doing other team collaboration, helping their peers and all these things, engaging in meetings. So yeah, this is 20%, not in us.
Oh God. Like I feel the people who are coding, the people who are into tech, right? Their entire personality is different now, cause they are into more problem solving thing, right? कौन सा book पढ़ा भी recently?
Recently, Essentialism.
Okay, कैसा लगा?
So this is what I have not completed whole. It is in progress. So till now, what I have read, so this is something focused on how you can prioritize the things.
Okay.
What is important to do at the moment. So again, so how you will decide what is important, what is essential is, and how to execute it, how to process it. So this book is focused on it. So yeah, it's a good book.
कोई साइड हसल चल रहा है, स्टार्टअप करने का सोच रहे हो या कुछ प्रोजेक्ट बन रहा है?
Right. So मेरी ऐसी कोई priorities नहीं है to get my own startup. Okay, so even though I have in long term, but this won't be like profitable startup type of thing. This is something I would be doing in another field. So that won't be very competitive and all these things. But yeah, right now there is no such thing going around in my mind. I'm kind of focusing on my work only.
Your professional job and
Yes.
all, right?
Yes.
But I have seen there are so many people, especially coders, they are in rush to build something. They are in rush to make their own startup. They are especially from NIT, IIT, ये यहाँ के लोग, they are like कि मुझे बनाना है, startup करना है. They are doing side hustles. क्यों?
Right. So this is something usually mostly लोगों में मिल जाती है ये ambitions. The reason is कि basically the environment they get and the type of people they get around them, and the motivation is also there. a lot. People are like investors are ready to invest on you based on your college only. So they have opportunities, the backup, someone to hold them back from back. But so of course they have quite reasons. And but I would say the most important is the ambition of doing something different. All these things are secondary, but the first thing, you should have ambition to do something different, the startup and all these things. I want to be good what I am doing currently. I don't have as such hustles going in my life parallelly. So I'm quite
Settled in life,
yeah,
kinda.
settled in life, and want to do good in this field only.
How do you think after 5 years coding का जो structure है वो कैसे बदलने वाला है? Like how people going to start their career in coding? क्योंकि अभी there are so many people who are just jumping into entrepreneurship. They are starting their startups. They are not going for job. They are not going for any learnings. I personally believe if you wanted to start something, you should have to work somewhere for at least 3 to 4 years, right? Where if you're not working somewhere 3 4 साल, you will not get the learnings, you will not get the process structure करना आपको नहीं पता चलेगा. तो
Right.
आफ्टर 5 years how this things going to, क्या लोग तब भी जॉब करेंगे, क्या तब भी कंपनी प्लेसमेंट लेगी, या आधे से ज़्यादा लोग जो NIT से निकल रहे हैं वो स्टार्टअप में ही कर रहे होंगे, खुद की कंपनी बिल्ड कर रहे होंगे.
Right. So what I see that opportunities in India are like getting bigger and bigger every day, and the knowledge and the learnings are also easily available. If you have a thought, you can surf it around Google. You can get a very good content. You can support from very good mentors on just a call away. So if opportunities are getting, you have a lot of motivation to do all these things works. So of course in the coming years, the people who is having their own startups are going to be increase. The number is of course going to be increase. And if talking about the experience, yeah, this is something has to be there to execute the process.
Right.
Because startup is the name only, but once you get into it, process become one of the main challenge.
Correct.
You need to have good people, you need to have like vision, you need to have values, you have to have like investors, and you also need to sell your idea.
Right.
The main challenge comes here. So how you would attract the client, customers, so all these things needs a good knowledge. Okay, so of course this is not something, first you need to invest this amount of time, then only you can get it. People can get it from other ways. In college itself, they can, if from starting they have such vision, they can start reading about, learning about that. But of course if you have worked already in some organization or somewhere, you are getting a practical learning of it. Of course this is going to help you out than other people, but this is not something you need to follow.
Right.
So this can be learned from, but of course practical knowledge matters. If you have, this is best.
Right. How you upgrade yourself on a daily basis?
So as I said you earlier, learning is the key. So I would say learning should not be focused on tech only, or your type of work you are doing as a professional. This should be all around development. So this should be regarding your first the kind of work. You should be updated with the new technologies, and you should upgrade where you are current. You should be upgrade on it. Okay, and the second thing, you also need to be good in behavioral skills. You should know how to be cultural fit, how to collaborate with your colleagues and making impact, right? And you should also be good in your communication skills. So
Right.
this is again gets added to be your all around development. So you should be keep learning. I won't say that in one phase of your life you will be proficient in all of these and you can stop. No, this is the something work which never ends until your life ends. So this is always work in progress, but you should not stop somewhere. You should keep learning.
क्या बात है. All right, thank you. एक बार इस कैमरे में देख के सबको बोल दो लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब कर लो.
Like, share and subscribe.
All of you who are watching this, please like, share and subscribe. एंड ड्राइविंग से और कोई सवाल है तो इसके लिंक्डइन पे जाके इसे पूछ लो. मैंने लिंक दे दिया डिस्क्रिप्शन में. टेक केयर, बाय, सी यू इन नेक्स्ट वीडियो.
Bye bye.